King Magnifico, supposed to be the villain of Wish, but he was actually the victim. And not only him, but Simon and everyone else around her.
Well, you're young, you don't know anything, really. Whereas it is my responsibility to only grant the wishes I am sure are good for Rosas.
So, most of these wishes will never be granted?
Whereas it is my responsibility to only grant the wishes I am sure are good for Rosas.
So there is already our reason for why he is doing this. And for his backstory is in this scene right here.
My entire family, our lands were destroyed by selfish, greedy thieves. If only I'd known magic then.
But they also explain why the citizens of this kingdom give them their wishes if they matter so much.
Their own dreams come true. The journey is too hard, it is too unfair. They give their wishes to me willingly, and I make it so they forget their worries.
So we have a reason for his actions, but what about hers? But also, I would like to establish that she isn't a really good friend to even her own friend, and neither are her friends good to each other. Or it's just Simon, they out.
What? What's wrong with Simon here?
I don't know. You're kind of boring now. No offense.
Have I become boring? Do you all think that?
No, not boring. Just calmer.
Oh, Simon, don't worry.
See that? None of them actually really care to help him for his mental problems or his actions entirely. They just ignored him and blew him off as boring. But Gambo does say something interesting about her position, well, her possible position as the king's apprentice.
Everyone knows the racket. The king's apprentices get their wishes granted, and usually their families' wishes too. Not always. Maybe always.
But see, that's not my only problem with her. She literally could have had her friends fired or even worse, killed. Here's the scene.
Let's get food up to the king.
The formal servers bring his meals to the dining room.
So, what about when the king eats in his study? Huh? Who brings it then?
Well, his study is off.
See, she's trying to pry answer that clearly is not meant for her. That could affect Dahila's job very much and her livelihood. But you can clearly see in her face she does not care that this could not only affect her friends, but their positions that could probably be the only form of income for their families.
He said it's too dangerous to grant.
See there? She said, I don't think. But she isn't the queen. And even when her grandpa told her he doesn't want to know his wish, she tells him anyway. And she even gets it back for him, putting not only herself and whoever helped her in danger, but her family as well.
Magic. Whatever that was, it was marvelous.
I didn't do it.
What?
I never forget my wishes. Is it some sort of warning? I believe I've just been threatened.
Do you threaten me?
See, he felt threatened by the magic that wasn't his, because his magic is what he uses as a form to protect himself against his trauma. It not only threatens him, but it threatens the castle, as it has its own mind and it's very uncontrollable. But later in the movie, the inevitable happens. They get quote-unquote betrayed by one of their friends. I'm sure you can guess who. While at first glance it would be seen as betrayal, but really, he just went out to fix himself because none of his friends really helped him. So he went out of his way to help himself. He got his wish that made him happy, but at the cost of becoming a puppet just like Magnifico. Here's what I said before with her getting everyone in trouble in her friend group, because as he is mind controlled, he automatically outs his friends, which of course causes the kingdom to rally against them and chase after them.
I will have the power to grant all of your wishes!
While her grandfather's wish was innocent, her intentions were not, as she proved his point by once again influencing her friends, and not only her friends, but the queen herself, to rally against him. Once again, using her connections and her friends and possibly toxic positivity to control her friends into thinking she has their best interests, when in reality she has no one's interest but herself. And in the end, while King Magnifico was right, she was the one who won, as he is now locked into a mirror forever. And Simon, who all he wanted was his wish back, lost in the end anyway, so he got nothing out of so-called betraying them. And the queen is the one who betrayed him, because if he was so bad, then why was she with him? He literally never disrespected her in any shape, way, or form. As agreed by the public, he is the nicest so-called villain.